Archangel Michael says, something is happening behind the curtain of your life that you didn't expect. The person who walked away, the one who caused pain without explanation, has begun to turn back. But heaven is not silent. God has seen everything and is about to move in a way that will shake the very foundation of their plans. Their steps are growing nervous now. Every thought they have is chained to you, to the guilt of what they did and the power of what they left behind. They have not been able to find peace, because God has placed your spirit like a fire in their conscience. What they did in the darkness was supposed to remain buried. They thought you would never find out, that your soul would remain blind to their secrets. But what they don't know is that divine light has already exposed them in the realm of the spirit, and a divine reversal is beginning. Comment now if you've been sensing something strange in your atmosphere. It's not your imagination. God is preparing something too big to ignore. The one who turned their back on you is being forced by unseen hands to walk toward you again, but not for the reason they believe. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They want forgiveness without confession. They want your love without admitting how much they broke it. But God is not letting them come with the same energy they had when they walked away. There are angels watching over your home right now. They are not just guarding your physical space, they are guarding your peace, your purpose, and your destiny. Archangel Michael says, divine justice is hovering over your situation. They regret it all. The silence, the betrayal, the words they never said, the truth they twisted, it's haunting them every single day. They feel the pull to return, but heaven is aligning something that will make this return more than just emotional. Don't be surprised if this person suddenly shows up at a place you didn't expect. God is orchestrating this moment not for closure, but for your rise. You will not bow to their apology, God will make sure they bow to your blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This person has been having dreams. In those dreams, your face appears again and again. But every time they reach out, something blocks them. It is the shield of God protecting you from what isn't real anymore. There are things this person hid from you. Details that would have shattered your heart if you knew them back then. But now, God says your heart is stronger, your eyes are sharper, and your soul has risen beyond what they can manipulate. You are not who you were when they left. You've gone through nights you didn't think you'd survive. But through every tear, every moment of pain, heaven was shaping a warrior. Comment if you've been seeing repeating numbers or strange coincidences lately. These are divine signs that your timeline is shifting. The return of this person isn't just about emotion. It's about divine exposure and final elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They didn't believe in you back then. They thought they could find better, easier, softer. But the world outside didn't treat them the way your spirit did, and now, they are starving for the peace only you carried. Archangel Michael says, be careful. The devil will try to dress up old pain in new apologies. But heaven is sending discernment your way, use it. You are not here to be a comfort zone for those who abandoned you. You are a chosen soul, marked for something greater than repeating old lessons. What God is doing now isn't a return to the past, it's a preparation for your elevation. They think they can waltz back into your life and act like nothing happened. But the spiritual laws have changed. They must face the consequences of what they planted. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Their path back to you is not smooth. Every step they take is met with resistance from the angels guarding your future. You're no longer accessible the way you used to be. God has closed certain doors, not to hurt you, but to heal you. The truth is, this person didn't just walk away from you, they walked away from what God had blessed them with. And now, they're realizing that they traded treasure for dust. There is a moment approaching when they will reach out. But don't be shocked if they don't even recognize who you've become. You are glowing with the light of transformation. Comment if you've ever felt like you've outgrown a certain connection. This is your confirmation. The energy they left behind no longer belongs in the temple you've become. Type Amen to get blessing 444. God is allowing them to come back, not to hurt you again, but to witness what they lost. Your glow-up isn't just physical, it's spiritual. Heaven is showcasing what happens when pain is handed over to purpose. You used to cry over them. You begged heaven to bring them back. But now? Heaven is showing you why that delay was divine. The person who left you isn't just returning. They're coming with a face full of regret and a heart full of questions they can't answer. But you, beloved, will answer with silence and strength. Archangel Michael says, what's coming is not a repeat, it's a revelation. They're about to see that the very storm they caused has made you into someone they can no longer handle. Type Amen to get blessing 1234. Don't let nostalgia fool you. This is not a romantic comeback story, it's a holy revelation. God is making sure that when they see you again, it won't be for healing, it will be for witnessing. They will witness how you rose. They will witness how favor followed you even in loneliness. And they will witness how you no longer need the love that broke you. Comment now if you feel like you're finally stepping into your own power. This is not just coincidence. It's prophetic timing. They are coming back, yes, but not to complete the story. They are coming back to see how God rewrote it without them. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Your name has been whispered in rooms they never expected. People talk about your strength, your grace, your rise. They are shocked by your transformation, and it's only just beginning. God didn't allow them to destroy you for a reason. There is a calling on your life that could not be stopped by rejection. And now, you're stepping into visibility while they shrink in shame. They are planning to send a message, make a call, or visit in person. But heaven is already preparing you to respond not from emotion, but from elevation. Your healing is your loudest answer. They want closure, but you already found it the moment you stopped crying. You gave that pain back to God, and He turned it into power. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You've been protected from what you thought you wanted. That delay was not denial, it was divine redirection. Every unanswered call, every unopened door, was heaven preserving your peace. Archangel Michael says, be still. The return is near, but it is not meant to distract you. It is meant to mark your transformation. There's nothing left in you that clings to the past. You don't need their validation, you've already been validated by heaven. You don't need their love, you've been drenched in divine favor. Comment if you've ever felt the urge to go back just to prove a point. That's not your battle anymore. Your proof is in your peace, your glow, and your growth. Type Amen to get blessing 666. God says, their return is not your breakthrough already happened when you didn't retaliate, didn't chase, didn't crumble. The victory is yours because you chose dignity over drama. They will come with confusion, thinking they still hold the same space. But when they look into your eyes, they'll see someone they no longer understand. The power has shifted. You are no longer available to be hurt. You are no longer a host for empty words and broken promises. You are royalty in the making. The heavens have spoken. Their return will be a moment, not a movement. They are not part of your destiny, only part of your testimony. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They will be shocked to find that you no longer need to hear, "I'm sorry." You've already forgiven them silently, and moved on divinely. They cannot manipulate what God has already healed. Comment if you feel ready to see this moment unfold without fear. You are not standing where you used to be. You're standing in the realm of answered prayers. Their return will reveal the power of your silence, the might in your mercy, and the royalty in your rise. Archangel Michael says, watch what happens when God elevates you in front of the one who doubted you. They won't be able to look away from what heaven has done. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. You are not who you were. And they are not who you need. The return is not to resume, it's to reveal. Let them come. Let them speak. Let them see. Because what God is about to do in your life will leave them speechless. You're not just rising, you're being crowned. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. They've imagined what they'll say. They've practiced their words, shaped their guilt into something that sounds like redemption. But what they don't know is that heaven has already shown you their script, and you've chosen not to play your role anymore. They think time will erase your memory of how they made you feel. But heaven recorded every moment. And now, that book is being opened, not to punish, but to reward you for what you endured. You didn't curse them when you could have. You didn't expose their truth when the world would have listened. Instead, you waited, you prayed, and you grew. Comment if you've ever felt like silence was your loudest weapon. It was. And now, your peace is making more noise than their apology ever could. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. This person thought they would return to a familiar face. But you are unrecognizable now, your spirit has been rebuilt by divine hands. You are covered in glory, clothed in purpose. They are approaching your gates with guilt in their hands and pride still in their eyes. But heaven will humble them before they can cross. You are not to be touched without divine permission. Archangel Michael says, the fire that once consumed you has become the light that guides others. You've transformed your trauma into testimony. The pain they caused has become a platform. They will try to speak to the version of you that no longer exists. But their words will fall to the ground, because you've outgrown every lie they once convinced you to believe. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Don't respond from memory, respond from mastery. You've mastered the art of moving forward. You've conquered the temptation to look back. Their regret will not be your revival. Your revival came in the quiet hours, in the tears no one saw, in the prayers you whispered into the dark. And now, the light is exposing all that was hidden. They called your loyalty weakness. They called your compassion desperation. But now they're realizing your heart was their only safe place, and they destroyed it with arrogance. Comment if you've ever been taken for granted. That season is over. This is the era where God puts respect on your name in front of every person who mishandled you. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. They will return not to heal you, but to get healing. But they will find that the place they used to run to no longer opens its doors for unrepentant hearts. God has turned your pain into prophecy. You are walking in something sacred now. Your aura is different, your path is higher. They expected you to stay stuck. They expected you to wait. But while they played games, you built yourself into someone that cannot be forgotten. Archangel Michael says, you will not have to prove anything. Your existence will be enough. Your light will blind them with truth. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. They betrayed you in silence. They never thought you'd rise. But now, every whisper they spoke behind your back is echoing in their own ears. You don't need their closure anymore. You've healed in a way they can't comprehend. You've gained strength that makes their apology powerless. The return was never for your restoration, it was for their realization. To see what they threw away. To feel what they can never reclaim. Comment if you've ever healed in secret. That healing has made you sacred. And sacred things don't bow to second chances without heaven's command. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. They will see you and feel like they're meeting you for the first time. Because everything they remember has been buried in the grave of your past. You are not a chapter they can revisit. You are a book they didn't finish, and God removed them before they could tear out your final pages. Their plans to return will be disrupted by God's plan to elevate. You won't even need to defend your heart, God is your defense now. Archangel Michael says, don't open the door unless heaven gives you peace. Not every knock deserves your attention. Not every, I miss you, deserves your energy. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. This return will test your growth. But it will also prove it. You'll feel the old emotions try to rise, but they won't rule you anymore. They will ask for understanding, but won't understand how you stayed silent through the storm. They will ask for access, but God has already changed the locks. Let them come. Let them speak. But you don't have to answer with words, answer with the life you've built without them. Comment now if you're ready to rise, not react. That's your new season. Reaction is beneath you, response from peace is your power. Type Amen to get blessing 1211. They're remembering you in the quiet, haunted by the love they once mocked. But your name now carries weight in the heavens, and no one can play with it anymore. Their return is not a divine romance, it's a divine revelation. You will be their lesson, not their lover. Their awakening, not their award. God is placing you in rooms where they can't follow. You're being prepared for a table they were never meant to sit at again. Archangel Michael says, this is your protection season. Do not trade it for a reunion soaked in regret. Do not trade elevation for emotion. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They underestimated you. They laughed when you cried. But now, the laughter has stopped, and your joy is beginning. Their absence was your awakening. Their silence was your setup. Their betrayal was your beginning. Comment if you've survived something you never thought you'd recover from. That recovery was heaven's resurrection. You've been chosen. Let this return be the reminder of who you were, so you never go back. Let it be the mirror of their mistake, not your miracle. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Their heart is restless. Their peace is gone. Because the Spirit of God is moving around you, and they feel it in their bones. You no longer speak their language. You speak favor, growth, and discernment. They can't keep up with the version of you that God has birthed. Your silence is loud. Your glow is bright. Your no is holy. Archangel Michael says, Heaven didn't teach you to survive just to bring you back to the one who caused the storm. You're meant to rule, not to return. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. They may cry. They may beg. But don't confuse emotion for change. Change is proven, not performed. The way you walk now, it carries legacy. The way you speak now, it carries weight. And the way you say goodbye now, it seals things with grace, not grief. This moment will come. It's inevitable. But so is your rising. Let them come, and let God deal with what's left of their pride. Comment if you know you're walking into your destiny. This isn't about them anymore. It's about how far you've come and how high you're going. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. They thought they had time. But God is showing them you are timeless. That what they walked away from was irreplaceable. Their regret is loud, but your peace is louder. Their sorrow is real, but your joy is divine. They won't be able to explain the change. They'll call it pride. But it's not pride, it's protection. Archangel Michael says, you are not who they left, you are who God raised. And no one who left you can meet you at this level without permission. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them wish. But your focus must remain forward. Your name is being mentioned in rooms they cannot enter. Your future is unfolding without needing their presence. Your story is shifting, beautifully, powerfully, prophetically. Comment now if you feel a holy shift in your spirit. That's not emotion, it's elevation. You're not returning to pain, you're walking into promise. This return is not a full circle, it's a divine stop sign. Not every story deserves a sequel. Some only need a silent ending. Type Amen to get blessing 101010. Archangel Michael says, this return was seen long before they even realized it. You were shown signs, but not to prepare for reconnection, only to prepare your soul for the recognition of who you've become. The strength in you now is too rooted to be shaken by a familiar face with unfamiliar intentions. You've been through the storm they caused. But instead of destroying you, it purified you. Your spirit now carries a frequency that only aligns with truth and authenticity. They are hoping for a reunion, but God is orchestrating a revelation. And in this revelation, you will see their true heart, not their rehearsed words. The mask they wear will fall when they stand in your presence. Comment if you've ever looked into someone's eyes and seen their soul shift. That's what's coming. You will see them exactly as they are, and your peace will speak louder than your pain ever did. Type Amen to get blessing 7575. They're planning the moment, writing the message, plotting the path back. But God is rewriting their intentions before they reach you. You will not be caught off guard, you will be clothed in clarity. The angels are preparing you. You'll feel it in your sleep, in your quiet moments, in your daily walk. That subtle pull isn't nostalgia, it's a divine alert. You are not the same, and God refuses to let the past interfere with your future. They will try to remind you of what used to be. But your memory now serves the purpose of wisdom, not weakness. Archangel Michael says, God will allow them to see you again, not to reconcile, but to realize. To realize the weight of what they lost when they misjudged your worth. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. They played with your emotions when they had access. They gambled with your loyalty and thought they'd win. But God turned their game into their greatest lesson. Now they sit in rooms filled with noise, but your silence haunts them. They smile in public but cry in private when memories of you surface. Because you were the blessing they didn't recognize until you became the distance they can't reach. They want to speak, but words won't be enough. God has hardened your heart only to deception, not love. You still carry love, but it no longer has their name on it. Comment if you finally stopped hoping they'd change. That peace you feel? It's called divine detachment. You've been set free. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. They thought they would always have a place in your life. But that place has been renovated. That door is now protected by discernment. That space is now guarded by growth. Let them see the version of you that no longer bleeds for what broke you. Let them see the joy they never contributed to. Let them see that you are whole without their presence. This is not about revenge. It's about release. God is showing them the result of divine favor. Archangel Michael says, when they return, don't panic, pause. Observe. Smile. Let peace speak where pain once lived. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. Their pride is still present, even beneath their apology. But pride cannot enter holy spaces. You are a holy space now. They'll look around your life and see how you've built without them. They'll wonder how you survived, how you thrived, how you smiled again. And heaven will whisper the truth in their ears, because they chose God over grief. They were a part of your past, but not your prophecy. Your prophecy does not include pain repeating itself. It includes power replacing pain. Comment if you've had moments where you almost let them back in. You didn't fail, you learned. And now? You're prepared. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. This moment will come in the most unexpected hour. A message. A knock. A familiar voice. But your spirit won't tremble. It will stand tall. God has promised to lift you, and He is not a God who breaks His promise. What's ahead is far greater than what's trying to return. What's in front of you is destiny, what's behind you is a lesson. Don't open what God has closed. Don't water what God has uprooted. Don't touch what God has removed. Archangel Michael says, the presence of this person is not meant to distract, it's meant to display the distance God has brought you. Type Amen to get blessing 9292. Your heart has become wise. It doesn't jump at sweet words anymore, it listens for consistent truth. And that truth is what will guard you in this moment. They are not coming with transformation. They are coming with torment. Their life has felt empty since you've gone, and they think your light will fix them again. But your light is not their medicine anymore. God is raising you in front of the same ones who left you in the valley. You will not respond with anger, you will respond with divine stillness. That stillness will say more than your words ever could. Comment now if you've ever had to choose peace over people. That's why you're blessed. That's why you're being crowned. Type Amen to get blessing 6565. They remember how you laughed. They remember how you prayed for them. They remember how you forgave things you had every right to walk away from. And now, they remember it all with regret. They will see you, glowing, joyful, untouchable. And their first instinct will be to reach out. But what they touch will be the shield of God. You are not accessible without permission anymore. You've graduated from the level where they left you. They're trying to return to a place that no longer exists. That version of you is gone. Archangel Michael says, don't delay your destiny trying to repair what was already divinely removed. Don't hold the door open for someone God closed it on. Type Amen to get blessing 8282. They had a chance to grow with you, but they chose to go without you. That choice has consequences. And now, those consequences are showing up in every part of their life. They are seeing your face in strangers. Hearing your voice in songs. Feeling your energy in every space where they once felt nothing. That's not coincidence, it's conviction. Comment if you've let go, not out of hate, but out of healing. That's your superpower. You loved deep, but you healed deeper. Let them see the fruit of your faith. Let them feel the fire of your favor. Let them know, you didn't lose them. They lost someone they'll never find again. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. Archangel Michael says, this is not just a return, it is a reckoning. What was taken from you in silence will be returned in public. What was hidden in darkness will be shouted in light. They called it closure, but heaven calls it consequence. They called it distance, but heaven calls it deliverance. You are not bitter, you are better. You are not angry, you are aligned. You are not waiting, you are walking. This person is about to be humbled by the very soul they once overlooked. And God will make sure they feel every second of that revelation. Type Amen to get blessing 9099. They wanted to be missed. But you were too busy evolving. They wanted to be chased. But you were too focused on your calling. Let them return if they must. But never forget, you're not the one who left. You're the one who loved deeply, stayed long, forgave more than you should have, and still chose growth. Comment if you've risen in silence. That silence is turning into a sound that the world cannot ignore. You're not just healed, you're honored. God has lifted you so high that even your memory feels distant to them. That's divine favor. That's your justice. That's your reward. Type